Turn that on. There we go. Yeah. Got the cat here. She's super cranky because, well, she's a cat. Got my microphone on each sleeve here so you guys get stereo. Yeah. Something like that. So today and yesterday, I have been working on my boat. Trying to get there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Working on my boat. And I scanned some of it. Goes this way. And this is one of the switch panels. It's not right. This is just from the scan. I went and modeled it, and then I printed out this DXF in actual size so that I can test it on the panel and see if it fits before I go and send this bitch off to Send or Oshcut or whoever. So yeah, I've had a 3D printer for years. And I think I broke it the third time I used it. It's over here in the corner. I hate it. I bought one of the more expensive Creality ones, thinking it'd be good. They had all these good reviews and all these good specs and all that shit. And it's ass. It's just pure ass. Just like my Creality scanner doesn't work and everything else. The software is horrendous. It's probably worse than Gigabyte software. No, not 10 years ago. Like since I moved here in this house, it was a little while after I moved here, so it's only been like a year and a half, I think, probably, if I had to guess. Probably 2 summers. So this is the second summer probably with it. And I judge it by that only because it's in the shop. And in the winter, it's way too cold. Could never do a print in the winter. Oh no, it was brand new. I bought it brand new. Brand new from Creality, directly from them too. It was the CR10? 7? Something like that. And it had a bigger build area, heated plate, not an enclosure though, but a heated plate, and had one of their faster speed heads and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I think I got one semi-successful print out of it, and then other than that, every other one fucking failed. And the software is horrendous. Like you input data like, I don't know, the speeds and the temperatures, and it doesn't go. It just ignores it. Then you have to go in and do it manually at the console. But and then the thing is though is that the console doesn't have the features that supposedly you have control over with the G code, but it ignores the G code. It doesn't even fucking read it. So it's just ass. There's no other way to put it. Creality stuff is just super shitty stuff. Going into a meeting. Okay, well enjoy that. Have fun in your meeting. I'm just cutting out these templates here, and I'm going to go put them on the dash and see if they fit. And I'm going to scan the other side of the dash if they fit. I think it's too early to stream, and it's not about tuning, so I'm not going to have many viewers on this one. My shop is so fucking trashed. I bought this boat, and I was trying to get it running for 4th of July because we had friends coming out. And I got it running on 5th of July. I think it was, or 6, for their 6 or something like that. But friends were leaving, so I didn't take it out until after they left. And the first float went well. Didn't take on an excessive amount of water or anything. It didn't steer for shit though. The wheel is so hard to turn to get that rudder moving. It took 2 hands, so it was obviously all rusted and gummed up and everything. So I lubricated everything, and now it turns a lot easier. I could almost do it with, you know, I can turn it with one hand, but I can't go super quickly now with one hand. So like it's loosening up. I keep lubricating it, and it's loosening up. So it's getting there. But I had to build a whole engine for it. The one in had 2 blown head gaskets, and 2 blown head gaskets and a cracked block, which is a total bummer because it was a 4-bolt Corvette LT1. Had the forged rods they had, like those only like a couple of years. They had the forged rods. Had those instead of the nasty powder ones that the Camaro got, for example. It was and inside the engine and all the oil passages and everything, like where the lifters are, the gallery where the lifters are, the valley, I guess you call it. All that stuff looked immaculate. It looked like the engine's never been run. It looked like it was brand new. But 2 blown head gaskets and the crack block. Such a shame. The engine I got is another LT1, but it's a 2-bolt main, unfortunately. And boy, the Mastercraft fanboys on the internet be like, "Oh my God, you can't run a 2-bolt main. It has to be a 5-bolt main." It's fucking hilarious. They flip out if you tell me you got 2-bolt mains. But I guess that's boomers for you. A 2-bolt main Camaro LT1, powder metal rods, owned by somebody who looked like they probably never changed their freaking oil. It was all coked up and gross and nasty. But I got the engine for $500. Had to do a lot of work to it, gaskets and all that shit. But it's worked. It's worked. It's ran good. Other than the second to last time I went out, it started shutting down on me. Not turning off, but I'd go give it power and just go blah and fall on its face. And I let off and I give it blah, fall on its face. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I was going through the boat and trying to figure things out. And I found the fuel line on the suction side of the fuel pump was kinked up, kinked off, completely kinked. So I unkinked it, and the next time we went out, ran great. The prop I got in here, it's a little too long. Its slowest speed is still pretty quick. And it does 50 miles an hour before I even hit 4,000 RPM. So I'm not even using full horsepower, and I'm already near the top speed of the boat of 50. They rate it for 47, and I have buried the speedo, and I verified the speedo was accurate. I pulled the GPS up and verified the speedo was accurate, and it was accurate within 1 mile an hour. So the boat hauls ass. The problem is this boat has no trim tabs at all. It has nothing. So once you get up there, you can't trim. And so where you put people in the boat makes a huge difference with this thing. If people are chilling in the back, sitting on the big bench seats in the back of this thing, boat rides like shit. Just nose high, and it's a flat bottom. Into like the back half of the boat's flat because it's an old 90s ski boat, and the waves just smack it. But you put a bunch of people in front, and it brings the nose down where the V is, and it cuts through the waves a lot better. Still not perfect, but a lot better. And it makes me think I really need to put some ballast in the front of this thing, weigh the front down. I'd like to lighten the rear, and as it is, there's like nothing back here but the engine and batteries, but this engine is stupid heavy. So I have an LS for this, an aluminum LS, 400 horsepower aluminum LS for this, and the manifolds and other stuff. And just those two alone, because the new manifolds that Inmar makes for the LS are aluminum instead of big steel bastards like these, it's over 200 pounds less mass in the back of the boat. So that's going to help a bunch, I think. Um, as it is, the boat is really fuel efficient. I am really surprised at how well it's done every time I've gone out. Now, maybe some of that is because fuel pressure was low from the kink. I don't know. Um, but we went out for like 6 hours one day. We got up at let's see, what time was it? We went from 1 o'clock, yeah, to 7:30, and that day we burned 5.5 gallons, and that's like not much at all. But wasn't towing any skiers, right? We were just going around the lake, checking things out. The next day I went out. We left at oh, that's wrong. I used 8.8 that day. That's what it was. I used 8.8 that day. Next time I used 5.5, and I was only out for a couple hours. I would say I think it was from like 5 to 10 we were out. We came back at 10, so 5 hours, yeah. And we did a lot of high speed stuff that day. We only burned like 5.5 gallons. So, anyways, it's very fuel efficient compared to what my friend's wakeboard boat does. But I mean, he's got like 6,000 pounds of ballast in that thing and wave shapers and stuff on the back. So he's burning. What did he say it was? It was something stupid. 16 gallons an hour. And it's got an 84-gallon fuel tank on it or something like that. I mean, it's just ridiculous to create these huge waves that you can surf off of, right? Like you can actually wake surf. You don't even need a rope. You just get out there, then let go of the rope, and you can stay in the curl. So, I mean, you're moving a lot of water and you're using a lot of horsepower to do it, and that horsepower takes fuel. So, um, this thing, on the other hand, has a small wake, and you could not surf off it. You can wakeboard off of it and ski off of it and get some air. I mean, it's still a ski boat, but it's not a huge wake boat like that. So, I'm pretty happy with the performance of it. It doesn't need 400 horse, and with this long prop, I'll never get to where the horsepower is high anyways. But when I put the LS in it, it will have more torque too, and so that's one of the benefits. It'll have more torque. So even with those lower RPMs, I'll be doing all right. Plus, the LSs tend to get better fuel economy, so than small block Chevys. So I think it's going to be a win. Light in the back, add some torque. I think it'll work out. I have all my tools in the bow, just like keep the nose down, and it's just not enough weight. It's like I need sandbags up there or something. I need something. So I'm also thinking it'd be cool to put like a hydrofoil on the back under the boat here, just like right off the back of this transom, between the exhaust outlets, hidden, sitting right in front of the rudder, right behind the rudder, I should say. I think it'd be cool. Just have a big brace and like a hydrofoil on the bottom that I could adjust, and then I would have almost like torque vectoring because it would come right behind the prop too. So that would assist in the effectiveness of it, and I could use that to push the nose down and lighten the back. I think that'd be cool too. The cool thing is I got this boat at auction. Obviously, bad motor, like I said, and it was $1,450 plus all their fees. So it came out, all their fees are ridiculous, by the way. So it came out to $2,200 after all their fees. So I got the boat for 2,200. Had to put a motor in. Had to do a lot of work to it. Holy shit! I've been just working on it constantly. But that is boat life, I guess. But I'm making it in something, and it's doing good. It's doing good so far. So it's been worth it. But the cool thing is I can experiment with it and try things and put holes in it or bounce it off the fucking dock or whatever, and I'm not too concerned about it. I'm like, oh no, my $80,000 boat, I just scratched it. This is my $2,200 boat that I've got 80 something hours into. But like it's got damage when I got it, and I'm not afraid to do some stuff with it, put some holes in it if I have to. But I am trying to beautify a lot of it just so that it's more comfortable to be in. I put a stereo in it. I got a bunch of upholstery coming. I'm gonna upholster this thing myself. I have a sewing machine already. I've used it once, so I got some learning ahead of me. Um, but the cool thing is all the templates are already here. Like the seats are already here. They're just torn. So I know what shapes of material to cut out for this. So it's not like I have to like create the templates myself and all that. My shop is so wrecked, by the way. That's what I was getting at. That's what started the story in the first place. My shop is wrecked because I had to do so much stuff to this damn thing. And I had company, etc. I'm gonna climb up on this boat here. Knees are killing me. I don't know if it's because I'm old or because I did some shit. I don't know.